And I'd like to first off say, along with my wife Kath, Jeff's parents, Sharna, Gary, welcome each and every one of you, and thank you for coming here this evening to help Maureen and Jeff celebrate this most joyous day in their life. So thank you. I'd also like to say a few words about Maureen. But before I do, I want to say a few words about the Mass, the ceremony, the marital ceremony. During the Mass, I had the extreme privilege of escorting Maureen up to Jeff so that he could marry my daughter. And I guess it's kind of customary that you refer to that as you gave away the bride, father of bride giving away the bride. I will tell you this much, that isn't what happened. I could never, ever, and my wife Kath could never, ever give away something so precious. We love her so much, she will always be in our hearts and always be ours. So Jeff, you have to share. What I did, the way I interpreted what happened at that point was twofold. First off, I saw the Wolf family and the Bailey family each gaining one exceptional person in our great families. And I have to say, Jeff, I didn't know how I was going to ever deal with this. But I know Maureen is a very special person, and she needed a very special man. And that was you. So welcome to the family. The second part of how I interpret was, I could not imagine handing Maureen over to anyone. So it had to take someone very special, very, very special. And for that, I could not have handpicked a person any better than you. So all I say is, like I said there, respect her and treasure her like we did. So welcome to the family. Now, Maureen, I honest to God, I have not the words to express how I feel about Maureen. So I gave this a lot of thought. How can I express it? And I'm going to fall way short. But I thought about everything, and I look back to like when she was much, much younger. And we used to go on vacations and go down, say, to the swimming pool. And Maureen would, very competitive person. I don't know if anyone knows her, but I think she's still competitive. She'd come down to the pool and she'd make up these little jumps, like to jump into the pool. She had names for certain ones. And she'd jump into the pool, and then she'd come up out of the water, and she'd brush the water out of her eyes, throw her hair back, and say, "Mom, Dad, what's my score?" I would be sitting around watching the Olympics or watching gymnastics, and she'd get down on the floor and do some kind of floor exercise. And again, turn around and say, "Mom, Dad, what's my score?" So, needless to say, it's been a long time since Maureen's asked me to give her a score. But if she would come up to me today and say, "Dad, give me a score for being a daughter," she would get a 10. I would not hesitate. She would get 10. She's the most perfect daughter any father could ever ask for. And for that, I first off thank God that He gave us her. And then Maureen, I thank you for being you. And if you continue being you, whenever they ask Jeff to score you for being a wife, it'll certainly be a 10. So, the only thing I have to say now is just a couple more words. And it's a wish. And it's a wish for you. My wish is that you have a marriage that's as strong, that's as loving, and as caring and everlasting as that I have with your mother, Kath. And also, if you are ever to be blessed with children, which I hope you are, that I hope that you are blessed to have children as great as you are to me as a daughter, and my sons, Joe and Bob. I could not think of anything more than I could wish for any individual. You are a very special person. I'm very proud of you. Jeff, you take care of her, please. So thank you, God, for bringing these two together. I do believe it is a perfect match. And I just want you to know we love you very much. So have a great marriage.
Very sincere remarks. Thank you, Joe. Hey, folks, the staff here, as I mentioned, is going to have a sit-down meal, but before we partake of the bountiful meal,